As you guys know, the Hawks have a new front office, and with this new front office, Landry Fields, when he was promoted to head of basketball operations, he was given the green light to go out and move John Collins. As you guys know, I'm a John Collins fan. I'm a huge John Collins fan, and I know he's having the worst year of his career since his rookie year. But I believe that John Collins is criminally misutilized. He's being not properly utilized. There's very few players, very few power forwards in this league that can do everything John Collins can do. John Collins is a guy, not only can he score from all three levels, he's having a bad shooting year, but this guy's a career 36% three-point shooter. He can dribble, he can dunk. I'm not saying he's a shot creator, but he can create a little bit for himself. He can play off ball, he can rebound, he can defend every single position. And that's why the Washington Wizards. They love the idea if Kyle Kuzma's leaving, they love the idea of Porzingis, Beal, and John Collins. The Utah Jazz. They love the idea of Lowry Markkanen and John Collins. The Pacers. They're liking the idea if they can keep Miles Turner or even Miles Turner's walk, Jalen Smith and John Collins, or Miles Turner and John Collins. And I've said if we can get the Pacers to send us Jalen Smith and Buddy Hield, okay. And then the Nets, they're trying to get rid of Joe Harris, and John Collins would be perfect. So let's talk about this. The trade market for Atlanta Hawks forward John Collins continues to swirl. The Washington Wizards, the Utah Jazz, the Brooklyn Nets, and the Indiana Pacers have all registered very varying degrees of interest for John Collins. Recently, the Atlanta Hawks gave John Collins representatives, aka his agents, permission to seek a deal on their own. Atlanta is currently in a front office transition as Travis Schleck stepped aside from leading the basketball operation, and Tony Ressler allowed his son to promote Landry Fields to general manager. Kyle Korver was the elevated assistant general manager. John Collins' production has dipped this season, as I mentioned, but that's because he's often on a good night, the third option. On most nights, the fifth option. The 6-year big man is just taking 10.3 field goal attempts per game, which is the lowest figure since his rookie season. Without consistent touches, Collins' field goal percentage has fallen under 50% for the first time in his career, including a career low 23.6% from three. Which, if you guys are following this makes complete sense why he's struggling. Anyone who you need rhythm. So if you anyone who plays basketball knows, okay, that you this is a sport where you need rhythm, you need touches. You can't just go weeks without touching a basketball and being like, okay, or even go weeks with, when you're playing and stuff, and act like it's okay that you aren't, regularly going through the motions is just what I think, okay? And that's where I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts in this whole situation. I don't know if you guys just heard my dog. My dog just shook herself. She was just like, I'm tired. I just woke up. I'm readjusting. But John Collins, how are you expecting him to get solid, minutes and get back into rhythm when he's someone that I don't think's been able to get into a rhythm all season because of how they've been playing him. I mean, I blame Nate McMillan. Nate McMillan's a defensive coach, not an offense coach, and that's the big problem. And it's interesting to see how this all plays out. And that's why I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What would you guys do if you were the Hawks? I personally think so. This is all the deals I put out here. So if you trade with the Wizards, you're getting Kyle Kuzma and probably Will Barton. You could maybe see a deal that you can trade like Justin Holiday and get yourself Will Barton and Kyle Kuzma. The next deal is Utah, which is maybe the best deal. You either get Malik Beasley, Jared Vanderbilt for John Collins and Justin Holiday, or you can ask them, hey, we'll send you Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday for Malik Beasley, Kelly Olynyk, and Jared Vanderbilt, or you do the Pacers where they can send you TJ McConnell, Jalen Smith, and Buddy Hield, or just Buddy Hield and Jalen Smith. But I think those are the best deals. I personally don't think the Nets can give them anything that they should, that would really, I don't think the Nets can really offer them. I think the best deal is coming from either the Jazz or the Jazz or the Wizards. I can't envision, a deal. But what are your guys' thoughts right here? I know it's a bit much, but it's definitely interesting to see how this all plays out. Because I, for one, think he's not going to be on this team come trade deadline, like when past trade deadline.